It's time to get the latest on the green and gold as we go in the huddle. In the Huddle on the Woodward Radio Network. In the Huddle is brought to you by Mills Fleet Farm. Now, here's Bill Scott and Green Bay tight end D.J. Williams.
And welcome, everyone, on this Monday. The Packers are the NFC North Division champs after a 21-13 victory over the Bears to wrap up the championship. And joining me once again, my co-host, he catches passes and delivers crushing blocks by day, and he flies a reindeer guided by sleigh at night. Packers tight end D.J. Williams. How you doing,
Bill? How you doing tonight? Great night, great crowd, man. And we won our division, going to the playoffs. What a night! And AJ's already coming up. Isn't that good? I like it.
He's excited.
He is excited.
Second straight division title, 6th straight win over the Bears, 12th straight win over an NFC North foe. Aaron Rodgers passing for 291 and 3 touchdowns, all 3 to James Jones, who now leads the NFL with a dozen on the season.
Jeez.
How do you like that?
That's not bad at all. I wouldn't mind having one myself, but, you know.
1 or 12?
12 would be nice, but 1 will suffice.
1 at a time.
I don't mind at all, yeah.
1 at a time. Good for you. All of the talking's done. The Packers closed the door on that with their play yesterday. And let's welcome in, as long as he is up here on stage, ladies and gentlemen, out of Ohio State University, A.J. Hawk. Thanks for coming, A.J.
Thanks for having me. This should be fun. DJ, I've talked to some former guests, and they all had a good time, so I'm looking forward to it.
Well, you know, the big thing about being on DJ show is that there's always good things that happen after you're destined for something great to happen. Not only probably in your life, but definitely on the football field.
Awesome.
When we can guarantee that, can't we, DJ?
I would say scoop score, pick six, something like that, for sure.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, that's the way it works.
There was so much trash talk last week coming out of Bears camp. A couple of the Packer D-backs reciprocated a little bit, but for the most part it was coming out of Chicago. I thought you guys did a pretty good job of staying out of that and did your talking on the football field yesterday. But I don't recall, I mean, this is what, your 7th year?
Yeah, 7 for me.
I don't recall at any point this kind of stuff happening pre-game, like during the week, like it did this year.
I don't either. I guess it only takes really one guy to start it on the other side. And I think our guys handle everything usually pretty classy and don't really step out of line. But, yeah, I mean, I was asked about that after the game, if that gave us extra motivation or whatever. And, I mean, yeah, that's all fun. But once you step on the field, that stuff kind of goes away. And if you're a grown man, you call yourself a professional, you shouldn't have to count on something says about you, any other team, to motivate you. I would hope we all can find enough motivation, from inside. But yeah, I think it added a little bit to the rivalry, and it's all fun for fans, that's for sure.
Good little time. I attempted to talk as well, especially in pregame. I was out there and I saw Ashton Kutcher and his girlfriend Mila Kunis.
Really?
Oh man, she looked good. You know what I mean? So, and I was out there just kind of like throwing the ball up in the air, and so like I threw it in their direction. Like by accident, of course I had to run over there, and pick it up and kind of did that little, she didn't even look, so it was a waste.
She probably yelled for security, saying, can we get this guy out of here?
That's all right though, she was cute, she knew it. That was my attempt.
Packers defense holding the Bears to 190 total yards, 83 rushing, 107 receiving. And it was one of those things where right out of the gate, AJ, they were marching down the field running the football, and maybe it was that emotional charge from all that trash talking they did that kept them going for maybe 3-4 first downs. Eventually it fizzled out, but that was it. That's pretty much all they had in terms of sustained drives. You guys really closed the door after that.
Yeah, we definitely didn't start out the way we had planned on defense. They kind of drove the ball on us that first series for sure, but it's the whole bend but not break situation. Just try to keep them out of the end zone, and I think once we settled in and kind of got a feel for how they were trying to attack us, we figured it out pretty quickly.
A lot of Packers said after the game that the celebration will be short-lived. Glad to have the division title, but there's a lot more ahead and a lot more from a goal standpoint that we're after. Some guys, I Clay Matthews just took his championship hat, never put it on, threw it right in his bag and took it home with him, and said, "It's not the kind of hat I want to wear." He said, "I want to wear something a little bigger down the road."
I like that.
Is that?
I know you're talking about this thing, but I can't even. What about his celebration? Did y'all see that?
Oh,
after that sack? All he needed was some baby oil, getting that hair a little wet. What was going on?
You tell me.
AJ?
I don't. Honestly, I was about 60 yards downfield running with their tight end, so I turned around and saw the tail end of it. But I don't know exactly what's going on there. I'm sure he has a name for it, but we'll have to see.
I heard one of his teammates said, "Knock that off. You're embarrassing yourself."
I'm sure. We were in Chicago. A couple of ladies were screaming, though. So
I bet they were. Mike McCarthy says he is sticking with Mason Crosby, 17 of 29 on the year so far. That's got to be a tough scenario for you guys because you want the guy to do well. He's a teammate. He's a good guy. But right now he's not cutting it.
It's DJ's show. I don't want to step on him. I don't want to step on his words.
I will. Okay, all right. I'll step up and say
But I'll gladly, yeah.
First of all, I know on the field, off the field, you really can't, get them too mixed up. Mason is an unbelievable character guy. He works hard at what he does, and like I've said before, I think even in week 1, week 2, the life of a kicker is just, you envy them as players because they don't have to go through the physical toll that everyone else goes through, but when it comes down to that one kick, if they miss, and then media, fan base, everybody crushes down on them, I can just hope and pray. Well, I don't even know why I would say hope. I know that our fan base, as Packers, are going to have his back, going to support him in everything that he does, and he's going to get the job done. And that's, as a team, we want him to be our kicker. So I think that's as far as that goes. And I know I maybe heard some boos. Maybe I heard that wrong. I don't know, but we don't need any boos. Mason is a good kicker, and he's going to get it done. He's going to come through for us.
I think there's a lot on the line that people maybe don't understand, but he signed a 5-year contract. There's a big cap figure there that's probably doing him some good right now because the Packers can't necessarily afford. Everything comes due right now if they let him go. I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't figure it out that he handles kickoffs.
As long as we get him on the show, it's been my fault.
Well, it's your job.
My bad, man.
Let's get him on the program. We'll straighten him out.
I apologize.
All right, we'll talk more with A.J. Hawk, our guest on the program tonight. Back with more in the Huddle after this on the Woodward Radio Network. Back at Tanner's Sports Bar and Grill in Kimberly, transportation for our guest tonight and during the season, brought to you by L&S Classic Limousine Service, personal professional service for all occasions. Call Lenny or Sue at 920-730-8297. And to Dan Mitchell listening back home, just to show you that Lenny can get something straight every once in a while, he did get our guest here on time tonight. So that's always nice to see. Thank you, Lenny. Lenny's been with us for a long time, and he does a great job. Our guest again tonight in his 7th season out of Ohio State. Led the Packers in tackles for 5 of the last 6 seasons. Currently is the leader in tackles on the Packers football team this season, A.J. Hawk. He's with us. So I got to ask you, what do you think of Jake Cutler?
I get asked that a lot. I honestly, it's fun to play against a guy like Jay because I know people only see the, sometimes his mannerisms don't look like he's enjoying himself or whatever, but he's a competitor and he likes to fight, and I can respect that. He's in the ref's face yelling at them after every call. He'll get up in players' faces, and I can respect a quarterback that has some fire to him. He's not just moping around the field and doesn't care about the game. I think he truly cares, and as a competitor, I can respect that.
I can be honest with you. I can respect a guy that, after he gets knocked around like he does, that gets up every time.
He has got beat up a bit this year, and it seems like our guys seem to get to him pretty well every time we play him.
Players kind of dropping like flies at times this season for the Packers. They're starting to get healthy again, trending upwards, the team in general. Dependability has been really the name of the game for yourself. Since you've been here, there's only 2 games you did not participate in. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good run.
Yeah, I've just been really lucky. I mean, I think the older I get, the better I actually start to feel physically and mentally. But it's a balancing act of trying to find a way to stay healthy week in and week out. But yeah, I mean, I think I've just got to find a way to grow and to learn how to take care of your body and to do the right things. You know, I'm always working out and always just trying to find a way to feel better throughout the week. You know, it's a long season. It's not just the regular season. We have we come into the end of July and start, banging on each other right away. And we're not just hitting on Sundays. We're hitting during the week too as a linebacker. So it's something where I look forward to it. I like the physical part of the game.
Don't you have like some kind of chamber you sleep in?
I do not.
Are you sure about that?
I did for a brief stint when I first got to Green Bay back
when
you were about 13 years old when I started here. But it was a hyperbaric chamber, and I tried it out for a bit, and then I ended up moving houses. We couldn't get it into the new house because we're renting now and all this situation, so the thing's on the back burner. Maybe I'll let you try it out.
Yeah, he sleeps in like a little casket type thing. I don't know how that works out.
Well,
not a casket. That's bad. I didn't mean to say a casket.
I heard that it got a little rough with the missus when she's on one side of the chamber and he's on the other.
No, honestly,
it wasn't working out very well.
It was a big tent that went across over your bed, and you had to zip. There was a zipper to get out, and I was trying to save some money, so I didn't buy the air conditioning unit for it, and that thing got like 95 degrees in the middle of the night, and it felt like you're sleeping in a sauna, and you try to stumble out to go to the bathroom or something, and you roll into the walls, and you can't find the zipper at night, and
it was brutal.
Sweaty. Oh, it's terrible. So yeah, obviously my wife wasn't having that, and I can't blame her either. I wasn't enjoying it much either.
That's pretty good stuff. I always get a kick out of when professional athletes that make as much money as you guys do say they're trying to save a little money.
Haven't you seen the stats? Have you seen the statistics? It's like 80% of us are broke, divorced, depressed, about to kill themselves when they're done.
Yeah, I think
so. I'm trying to stay out of that trend.
You said 80%, and then like
no, it's 78 or something.
78, and I try my best to do a good job of making sure I'm not in that 80%. Until something about Best Buy. I don't know what it is about Best Buy. When that thing bought like 2 helicopters, about the size of this table.
You did?
I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them, you know what I mean? But I figure I could put like a little camera on it and like do a little panoramic.
They have drones
picture.
now. You should buy those drones. They're basically like a mini drone that they'll strap a GoPro camera to them and you can control it from your iPad.
Oh, that's awesome.
You should get it. That'll make you go broke quicker than anything. You keep adding accessories to that.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I have a buddy that's in the process of doing that now.
Maybe
he's spent a couple thousand.
Yeah. Maybe next week giveaway will be a helicopter. I don't know.
Yes.
I knew that was coming.
I don't know what you would do.
I have a feeling one of those helicopters is going to end up here. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right, next week.
Just don't pop that big snowman you got.
Oh, have you seen my Santa Claus?
I haven't, but you told me about it.
My 12-foot
I know
Santa Claus.
I have an idea where you live, so I'm going to have to take a jaunt.
Yeah, after Christmas, I'll give that thing away in a giveaway. I don't know who would want a 12-foot. I mean, I would want a 12-foot Santa Claus. I'll give that away.
Especially after Christmas. That's nice of you.
Yeah, for sure.
That's true. You're not going to allow somebody to enjoy the holiday season. You're going to basically slam it in their face after Christmas.
Santa, I definitely need that Santa Claus.
Of course, if it was Santa Claus, it would be seasonal. If it's snowman, you got till March. So if you do after Christmas, you're giving somebody the love for another 3 months at least. So
I only got a Santa Claus though. So.
I thought you had a snowman.
No, I got a Santa Claus and a golden retriever that's about 6 foot tall. I don't know why I got that, but it looked cool.
What do you do with your golden retriever?
It has a
when you go to
cane
work?
on it, and it says Merry Christmas. And I have a dog. That's crazy. On my way here, I always talk about my dog Shadow and how it's a victim of divorce with me and my ex-girlfriend, blah, blah, blah. Puppy Chow sent me a message on Twitter telling me, we appreciate your love for your dog. We would like to work with you. You know what I mean?
Really?
Isn't that cool? I don't know if I get like free dog food, but that'd be pretty nice. Free puppies.
It took your dog to get you an endorsement deal.
It did.
What kind of dog is it? Hey.
He's a golden retriever.
Don't feel bad about that. I did a thing with Purina with my 3.5-pound Chihuahua last season. So don't feel bad about it. I flew on a plane to New York, just myself, carrying my 3-pound dog in a bag like Paris Hilton. And good. The dog got out.
And you had your long hair.
And long hair, and the dog got out and started running down the aisle at one point.
Hey, what did you think of the job that B.J. Raji did yesterday? He seemed like he was in their backfield on every play.
I loved it as a linebacker. Those guys in front of us, I mean, they make our defense run. You know, when you can have big old defensive linemen like that are staying square, staying in their gaps, those guys are so good, and we appreciate everything they do. And obviously, they don't get the credit that they deserve because a lot of things they do, there's not stats for it. You know, taking up 2 blockers, staying in your gap, staying square. That's the key to stopping a team's run game and to getting pressure on the quarterback. And you know, I could never show enough appreciation for those guys up front.
What's up with Crabtree? Have you heard? I know he went with a hamstring yesterday.
Yeah, he'll be fine. You know, Crabby.
I mean, he's the competition across town. You know, so if you know.
Oh man, I saw his show, my show, his show, my show, my show. You know what I mean? That's how we do it. But thank you. Our show. Yeah, whoever said this is our show. But he talks about the show every week. He thinks he's gonna outdo us. You know, obviously not. Look at our crowd tonight. You know what I mean? And once again, I appreciate everything. But yeah, maybe we actually talked about Skyping each other to be guests one week. So maybe we can put that in. That's on you, the technical guy. I don't know how that would work, but that'd be pretty cool.
You gonna hook that up, Ab? Yeah, he said good luck. So
yeah, we'll try to make that
Isn't
work.
Skyping already in ancient history?
I mean, I don't know. I don't keep up with it.
Yeah. I don't either. It would be new to me, but.
Yeah, fair enough. Bill, what'd you do today? I mean, look at Bill. Isn't he hot? Look at this man right here. I mean, I know you got your wedding ring. I bet your wife has struggles with how many girls.
I worked until 1:30, and then I went home and took a nap. That's what I did.
I did the same thing.
Smart,
That's crazy.
Yeah. Do the Packers have high hopes? I mean, you're to the point now where you won the division. You've guaranteed at least a home game in the first round if you don't get that first round bye. The bye is the next natural thing. Is that what you're shooting for now? Would you like to have that week off?
I would, for sure. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, we love to play football, but yeah, I mean, it couldn't hurt us, especially with the kind of, we've had some guys banged up this year, so I don't think it could hurt us. But the good thing that I think I've been saying is everything's kind of out in front of us. If we go take care of business, things will work out the way we want them to. And first round bye or say we don't get it, either way, I think we'll be ready to go.
Did you stay and watch the 49ers last night?
I did. Crazy game. Yeah. And I was, kind of hoping they would lose, so we could go ahead and get in that lead and win out and get that first round bye. But
I thought New England was going to do your favor for a while there.
That's just setting it up for the Seattle game.
All right. We're going to need to take a break here, and we'll be back more with DJ Williams and A.J. Hawk. We're coming back with more in the Huddle after this on the Woodward Radio Network. Back at Tanner's Sports Bar and Grill in Kimberly, and the Huddle continues. Brought to you by Mills Fleet Farm. Back with DJ Williams and A.J. Hawk. And, folks, for all of you, those of you listening around the state of Wisconsin on our 28-station radio network, I really would encourage you to make the trip to Northeast Wisconsin and stop by and see a show. DJ will put you up at a hotel, No, he won't. But
you can come stay with me. I don't mind. Yeah, for sure.
But it really is. It's fun on the air, but it's even more fun off the air. DJ is like I tell you, for all those, DJ's always looking for love. I mean, would you agree, folks out here? He's always looking for love. Not always in the right places, but he's looking for love. All right, and I mean, the guy he's going to make one heck of a spouse for you ladies out there. This guy is like the wholesome family guy. He's fun with kids. He's fun with everybody. You got to explain for the folks back at home what you're doing here during the break.
One, I really appreciate you just making me sound like the best man on earth right now.
You are.
I really like that. And no, tonight we're going to do a giveaway, and at the end of the show, we're playing a heads or tails game. You know what I mean? And eliminate people, give them the chance to pick. And it's going to come down. We're going to flip a coin. People sit down, stand up, sit down, stand up. And the last two people standing will win a prize at the end of the show. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet until these two people are standing right here. And then I'm going to tell them what it is. And then they have to pick heads or tails. And then the winner will go home with the prize. So it'll be fun tonight.
Outstanding. That's good stuff. And then in the last segment, it'll be quarters into the...
Yeah, quarters. We're doing shots all night, baby.
Yeah, all right. If you remember A.J. Hawk when he got to Green Bay, he grew his hair out. right?
Was that before he got to Green Bay, or was that when he got here?
I started my junior year of college.
Yeah. And you did so why?
A guy that I thought was basically the coolest dude on the planet named Pat Tillman, football player, left his football, went over, joined the Army Rangers, and then ended up dying over in Afghanistan. And just kind of me and my two other linebacker buddies all started growing our hair just to kind of honor, tribute, whatever, towards him. And
that's awesome.
I kept it for 9 years, and then finally made the cut this past spring, just chopped it off, and I'm sticking with the short stuff now.
All right. Now tell us about everything that goes along with cutting your hair, why you did it, and what you got going on right now.
Well, I have to give my wife a lot of the credit for not cutting it. She didn't want me to cut my hair. I met her when I had long hair, so she kept telling me, "Oh, I think you're going to look stupid. Don't cut your hair." Even it's not like I had nice hair; it was all ratty and terrible. So I was just planning on cutting it and then sending it off and donate to wigs for kids, and that was my plan, and just not saying anything to anybody. And my wife's like, "Come on, you got to do something. People will wonder why you did it or whatever, and let's start a charity thing with it." So we started a thing called Hawks Locks for Kids, and we teamed up with Wigs for Kids, and have had an event back in June in Ohio and had about 150 people over and raised over $30,000, and have had multiple different events. Had multiple different events throughout the year. Just had an event at a comedy club in Appleton a month ago, and people have just been awesome. Not only raising money, donating money so we can build, or they build wigs for the kids specifically for them. So it costs like $2,500, $3,000 for one wig for a kid, and so people have also been cutting their hair off and sending it in to us. It sounds weird, but we've gotten hair in the mail at our house. We have there is a website where you can go and send it to the place back in Ohio that we have it, like the official, so we don't have to be the middleman. But it's awesome. Someone sent their hair in from Thailand, and it's crazy the response we've gotten. I had no idea. I'd always worked with charities, but never had my own thing, and just the response and how generous people have been, I've been blown away, and still am every day.
Yeah, it's cool to have that response, though, because what you're doing is working.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't know. We're going to have another event in June in Ohio, and more things throughout the year up here, and it's amazing. I'm actually going up this Wednesday to a salon in Green Bay. We're having like a cut-a-thon where girls are getting together and cutting their hair off, and I'm going to show up and talk to them for a while and hang out, and they're just I don't know, man. I'm really shocked at how awesome people are, and I'm not surprised. I've been in Green Bay 7 years, and this place is amazing. Everyone in the whole state, they're so nice. I have to tell my friends that come up, that've never been here, and say, no, they're serious. They will help you carry your groceries out to your car. They will. My dad has a place by the stadium, and his neighbor just plows the snow for him whenever. My dad's never asked them. They've talked to their friends, and they'll come over and plow the snow before. My dad will wake up at 5 in the morning to plow his snow with a snowblower. Nope, his neighbor's already been there at 4:30, and that's the kind of stuff that happens here, and it's just it's a special place.
Can guys like DJ with afros donate hair?
Yeah, it's got to be 12 inches, though. So you got to grow it real long and then get that straight iron, straighten it like Cat Williams, the comic, and send it in. We'll take it.
I got a disturbing story, and I really want to share it right now. All right, a guy that usually comes with me every week, his name is Josh Throneberry. He's been my best friend since 8th grade, and now he's been hanging out with me at my place, and he's doing jobs, and he's, up and coming. He's actually over there right there. This guy striking, give him a round of applause.
Yes. Thank you.
Woo. I'm going to be composed by myself. All right. So anyway, all right. So and he met a girl, all right, and she was nice. She was a catch. Had a lot of stuff going for her. They've been talking. Started dating, and I've been like, that's really cool. She would come over, hang out, blah blah blah, and anyway. I like to keep my place clean. I tidy up. Make the beds, blah blah blah. So I go to Josh's room, okay, and while I'm picking up his room, I come across something. I'm like, oh man, what is this? What? You made me think of it. All right, I pick up this lock. Oh Lord, I guess they're called extensions. I don't know what it's called. I got I got some long blonde hair. I don't know if y'all put it on your head or glue it in there. I don't know what it is, and And so she calls, and then she calls like, hey, Josh, my hair fell out. At your place, you think you can bring it to me, all right? And now I'm thinking it could have been AJ's hair the whole time. You know what I mean?
Had you known a little sooner, you could have made a donation.
I could have kept it, and brought it to the show.
Oh,
and then, man.
Why don't you say her name? She might be listening to the show.
She might be.
Do you know her name?
Yeah, I know her name. I don't know if I want to say it.
I'm joking.
For Josh's sake. So, yeah, that's Josh right there.
All right. Yeah.
What are your thoughts on Jim Tressel's departure at Ohio State and Urban Meyer now taking over as a former alum?
Well, I hate to see how it went with Coach Tressel. He obviously admitted, eventually that he made a mistake and everything, but he's like a second father to me. He's just a man. I love that guy, and but I've told people, if you're gonna have to let Coach Tressel go, no better guy to get than Urban Meyer. I mean, talk about making a splash your first year, coming in going undefeated. Obviously, they couldn't go to a bowl game because they have sanctions, but I think the future looks pretty bright. And the greatest thing that makes great college coaches is being great recruiters, and Urban Meyer knows how to get talent to the school. So it's going to be hopefully a fun decade or so in Ohio State.
Do you like the divisional format in the Big Ten now?
I don't even understand it. The leaders and legends. I don't know who's in what division, whatever. So I'm not really sure. It's cool. I like that they're adding teams to the Big Ten. I think I guess college football is going to that. They're going to be what I've heard they're trying to get to about four conferences
Super
or something eventually.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, I think it's good. Anytime you add good, solid competition to the conference, it's a good thing.
Of course, what's the latest in Arkansas? You got
we got a good coach at Arkansas. I don't know if y'all heard. I mean, when an opportunity for greatness arises, why not jump on it? Especially coming from like Wisconsin or something like that. But we've got a good coach. I've actually had a chance to talk to some people who've talked to him, and I understand y'all are a little bit salty about how he left. But from what I've heard, he's been just a great man, a great characteristic guy, and giving coaches there a chance to stay there if they want, talk to him, and blah blah. I mean, he's been in Wisconsin, and I know y'all Wisconsin people. I love y'all, so y'all rubbed off on him. He's a good dude. Sorry he left y'all, but we're glad to have him at Arkansas.
All right. TJ Williams, AJ Hawk. You know what time it is?
Is it email segment?
It is email segment time.
Of the week.
That is coming up in 3 minutes from right now. Back with more in the Huddle after this on the Woodward Radio Network. In the Huddle continues from Tanner Sports Bar in Kimberly, brought to you by Mills Fleet Farm. Back with DJ Williams and AJ Hawk, and it is time now for our Granite Peak email segment. Granite Peak Ski Area is now open. Combined with state-of-the-art snowmaking, the ski conditions are prime. Snowmaking continues daily at Granite Peak. With the holidays fast approaching, why not give the gift of winter? Granite Peak gift cards. Purchase gift cards for all ages in any dollar amount and make the skier or snowboarder on your list smile. Order today at skigranitepeak.com. Enjoy winter this season at the tallest and largest ski area in the state, Granite Peak. And I'm hearing, before we go out to Justin Hall, I'm hearing that right now they're targeting Wisconsin, Green Bay, northeast Wisconsin for a major snowstorm on Thursday.
Sheesh.
So this is an opportunity for you to make a couple of extra bucks, DJ, to go out and shovel Lambeau Field on Friday so that it's ready for play on Sunday. And we're talking 10 inches, maybe a foot.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you kidding? Are you
but
serious?
Usually,
right now?
whenever the weathermen start talking 10 inches to a foot now, it turns out to be 2 by the time Thursday rolls around.
I really, really, really hope you're right.
All right, we'll see.
I don't know how to deal with that.
Let's go out to Justin Hall.
All right, we'll do our email segment here. InTheHuddleShow.com. That's the website each and every week. If you go there, submit your questions, you can win the ski package. First question from Robin and Kimberly for both of you. What's your favorite Christmas movie or show?
Not even a question. Christmas Vacation. I actually watched it 2 days ago with my wife and my 2-year-old daughter, and it's not real conducive for a 2-year-old to be watching that. We realized that as we were watching the certain cuss words and things coming up, but I told my wife, this is one we got to give her the pass. We got to let her watch this. She agreed.
What do you got, DJ?
God, I really didn't want to answer it because it's going to make me seem like I'm soft.
Uh-oh.
But actually, it's like a love story. You know, me and my love, blah, 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 blah. But it's around Christmas time. It's called Love Actually. It's actually a good movie.
Who's in that?
Yeah, look at her. She says she loves that movie. It's a good movie. It's like one of those movies there was like 10 different things going on at one time. And at the end of the movie, you see how they all kind of connect. You know what I mean? So I'm like hoping.
Is it Ashton in that?
No, that's Valentine's Day. I mean, I don't know how I know that.
I don't know why I know that either.
10 different things at one time kind of sounds like the show, only it never seems to get wrapped up
Till the very end.
Yeah.
Well, it really does never. It's always leave you with something. But anyway, that's my favorite movie.
All right.
For sure.
We'll get to the next question here from Tom and Madison. This is for AJ. I saw a video of you tackling a guy into the water on a golf course this offseason. Can you explain what happened?
I would love to.
Was Jack Daniels there?
Someone was. It was a charity golf event. I'll try to keep it real short. Charity golf event. We were after the golf. We played 18 holes. We were all together at dinner. They were doing a silent auction and then a live auction. And Troy Smith, Heisman Trophy winner, and a couple other Ohio State guys were there. And it was up in Youngstown, Ohio. And they were trying to keep raising money for this charity. So one guy stood up. Actually, the guy that was running it, emceeing the event, said, I want Troy Smith, I want my buddy Doug Dadish, who played at Ohio State, to snap a ball to Troy Smith. I want to catch a pass from Troy Smith and AJ to tackle me into a pond. And the guy, I don't know exactly how much money he paid for it, but he paid money to the charity, so I was like, all right. And we did it, and all the kids that were working taped it, put it on the internet. It went kind of viral for a little bit over the summer, and the guy caught a pass. I gave him the old forearm shiver right into a pond, and people think I just took advantage of some old guy, but no, it was all part of the plan. We took a picture afterwards and gave him a hug, and it was all good.
You can find that on YouTube, by the way, still. So, next question from Barry and Fond du Lac. You guys kind of talked about this with Bill there. Last week, I saw former Badger coach Brett Bielema do pig suey.
Woo!
Did you enjoy doing that yourself, there, DJ?
Are you kidding me? There's probably a YouTube clip of me doing that to the student section. I mean, there's something about calling them hogs. It's getting very contagious. My buddy over here, Brandon Bostic, didn't even go to Arkansas, and he's wearing an Arkansas hoodie right now. You know what I mean? It's just everyone in here, y'all might be Hog fans. I don't know if you're going to convert or whatever, but it's just something about them Arkansas folks.
Doubt it.
You know what I mean? We got Walmart. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who
You got
Walmart?
Jerry Jones and Walmart.
We got Jerry Jones and Walmart.
So
and
let's
JB
hear it.
Hunt, Tyson Chicken,
Let's hear Pig Suey.
Billy Bob Thornton, Bill Clinton. Come on, man. What an example right there. You know what I mean?
Bill's calling for a pig suey.
Let's hear
Can we
it.
get one of those sometime?
It takes like 5 minutes. You don't want me to do it out of here. Man.
It really doesn't. About 20 seconds,
you want me
doesn't
to
it?
do Okay.
Yeah, let's hear it.
If you would like to participate. Where's Josh? Josh, you want to participate with me? Calling them hogs. Okay, let's do it. Ooh, someone else join. Ooh, pig suey. 2 more times. Ooh, pig suey. 1 more time. Big suey Razorbacks in my last college game ever. We lost to Ohio State. Jeez. God, it's terrible.
Oh, that's a shame.
We got time for another one.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have any? Did Ohio State have any traditions, or you
There's
can't
all
even
kind
follow
of
that up?
traditions, but they don't. Luckily, I don't have to do that. There's all kind of awesome Ohio State traditions, but they're pretty tame compared to whatever that was. But I like it. I can respect passionate fans and things like that. So that's
like
awesome.
hearing-
As long as you're
like
passionate
hearing
about it,
Wisconsin.
just go for
I'll
it.
say this. When you do that, you can tell you bought into the program.
Yes.
Did you not just get pumped up? You know what I mean? I know you did, Bill.
I got pumped up for you.
I got pumped up.
Yeah.
I think Rogaine called me and asked me if they could get you on board. You know what I mean? It's like I was really pumped up about that too.
I can tell you this though. I would not suggest doing that if you're really trying to find a date. You know, if you're looking
Yeah,
for love,
yeah.
I don't think I'd do pig suey because
Fair enough.
you know
All
who
right,
might come
fair
running. All right.
Stab here, stab there.
We got more questions after the break with Justin Hull. The email segment is coming up as it continues in the next break. In the Huddle continues after this on the Woodward Radio Network. And back we come to Tanner's Sports Bar in Kimberly. It's brought to you by Mills Fleet Farm. In the Huddle is back with DJ Williams and A.J. Hawk, and we are down to our final two contestants in the heads or tails competition. Take it away, my friend.
All right, we're down to the final two, like you said, Bill. And so we got a big decision to pick here for the prize for tonight. It'll be heads or tails. I guess one will have to pick what they want to choose. And the winner, I actually got it in my pocket right now. I usually put an envelope, put my name on it, but I think it's just better visually. You know what I mean? I think we try to up it up every week. Everyone loves the cash prize. We have $1,000 right here. It's in 20s, so you don't spend it all at one place. We have $1,000 for you to pick heads or tails. What's it going to be? You know what I mean? So
Find out the names? Who we got?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Right.
Let's find out our contestants.
And your name and where you're from?
Diane from Kimberly.
Got Diane from Kimberly.
Diane from Kimberly.
Hi, I'm Russ from Appleton.
Russ from Appleton.
So would y'all please stand up? I guess y'all got to talk about who's picking heads or tails. No, you got to show it. Oh, she picked heads. All right. And AJ's going to flip the coin. It's on you, man.
Yeah.
Make sure you do it like the TV shows when you do a whole little suspenseful thing.
Oh, that's suspenseful.
There was
You know what?
Wait.
Watch out for his
Like you
eyeball.
said, that's why he plays defense.
You know what?
It's
You
all
give
right.
us, I mean, you give a dime to a linebacker, and that's what happens.
I mean, I don't. My thumbs aren't dainty enough for
That's
to
what it
flip
is.
this little dime like you, man.
Here we go. We'll try again. Don't look.
Got it.
All right, put it down.
All right.
All right,
I'll
let's
let
see
you
what it
give it a
is.
shot.
All right. In the winner who picked, okay, I'm going to say heads or tails right here. All right, the winner is the one who chose tails. But wait, you know me. I don't like to hand out losers things. So since you got so far, you won the 2 tickets for the next home game. I will talk to you after the show and get your information. Congratulations. $1,000 goes to you.
Jeez.
Have a good night. Thank you for participating. Yeah, give him a round of applause.
TJ, I think you're forgetting something. Ho, ho.
Oh, ho. I'm sorry. I apologize, and have a Merry Christmas.
We got time for another question or two from Justin.
We got this one from Mark in Sherwood who wants to know, how bad was the field at Soldier Field exactly yesterday?
AJ?
It's
Terrible.
It never.
You
Yeah,
ain't gotta lie. It's
my
terrible.
7th year in a row going. It always surprises me how it's just torn up. It's long. It's like a high school field. I think they do it for they think it gives them an advantage, I guess, because they're used to playing on it. But yeah, it's definitely no Lambeau field, that's for sure.
At 8-6, does it really give them an advantage?
You have to ask them.
Any other fields that bad, or is that the worst to play?
Oh, that's definitely the worst.
Yeah.
And like I said, we always appreciate going to Chicago and letting Jay Cutler throw us the ball. We really appreciate it, you know. He's like the Santa Claus of the NFL, just giving away balls, you know. Really appreciate it. Good guy though. He's a real good guy, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, now
We'll go with Barry and Fond du Lac for our winner this week. He had a question about the pig suey. It was kind of fun watching DJ do that, so we'll set him up with the prize.
All right,
Thank you.
Good job, and that's the winner of our Granite Peak email segment. Like to every once in a while surprise our guests, see if the guys that have been around for a little while, if they remember some of their key moments in their career. Do you remember your NFL debut came against what team?
Regular season?
Yep.
The Bears.
And there you go.
Yeah.
First NFL sack came against who?
That's a great question. I'm going to, oh, man.
I'll give you a hint. It's in the division.
Is it the Lions?
Yeah, it was the
There
Lions.
you go, yeah.
You took advantage of John Kitna, who was basically out there in a wheelchair. But you brought him down to the ground, so good for you.
Thank you, Kitna.
First interception came against who and where?
I know that. 49ers, I think.
Yeah, against Alex Smith.
Alex Smith, yeah.
2006.
Wow.
All right, so, good job.
I like how you can't ask me any of these questions. You know, like first touchdown. Next weekend. When is that? Next weekend?
That's right.
My mom will be here, so I'm
like
excited about that.
What a good positive attitude.
Yeah.
You know what? Just
pumped
to
up.
keep the fans coming back for more and more, Adrian Peterson with 212 yards yesterday gives him 1,812 for the season. It leaves him 294 shy of breaking the NFL single-season record.
And the question is
2,105 set by Eric Dickerson of the Rams.
The question is A.J. going to let him break that record?
Yeah, because it's going to come down to the Packers-Vikings at the Metrodome. Unless, of course, he rushes for more than 294 this week against Houston. I don't see that happening. So
He's a really good player. That's all I have. He's awesome. I love playing that guy.
He has potential to be good one day. For sure.
I have a ton of respect for that guy. I love playing. I love competing against him. It's fun.
It's fun to watch, I'll tell you that. There's no question. Tennessee Titans left this week at home, final home game of the regular season. Probably the one guy, Chris Johnson, the one guy that maybe stands out in terms of what you're going to have to do. You ever play against him before?
Not in the regular season, no. I think he's a stud. I mean, it seems like every week as a defensive guy, they ask him, what's the biggest difference between college and NFL? It seems like every single week. NFL team has a stud running back, and actually now they have 2 or 3. They want to kill you to bring in the big guy. They want to spread you out and bring the little scat back in and run around you. So it's a tough job.
Hey, it's been a pleasure having you on the show. Thanks for coming out. A.J.
great.
Hawk, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
TJ Williams will be back a week from Wednesday after Christmas for our
On
next show.
Wednesday, not Monday.
All right, see you next time in the Huddle on the Woodward Radio Network.